The term subaltern was coined by Antonio Gramsci and refers to marginalized groups. Mahasweta Devi uses this concept extensively in her works. Can you elaborate on how she portrays these groups, especially in her story Pterodactyl?
Certainly, Devi captures the essence of the subaltern through the lens of India's tribal communities, often sidelined in sociopolitical narratives. In Pterodactyl, she intertwines myth and reality to depict the silent struggles of the Nageesha tribe, illustrating their disconnect from mainstream society.
It's fascinating how she uses myth. However, isn't there a risk that these narratives might romanticize or exoticize the subaltern experience, rather than presenting it authentically?
That's a valid concern. Critics argue that such narratives can perpetuate stereotypes. Yet Davies' approach is more about amplifying voices, using myth as a tool to convey deeper truths about exploitation and loss, not to romanticize but to highlight unseen realities.
Looking forward, how can this understanding of subaltern voices inform contemporary activism? Davies' literature is a blend of art and activism. How does she balance these elements to affect change?
Her literature, driven by activism, doesn't just tell a story, it demands social change. For instance, her grassroots involvement enriches her narratives with authenticity, as seen in her detailed depiction of tribal life and resistance against oppression.
Yet, some argue her activism overshadows her literary qualities. Can this dual focus dilute her narrative's artistic value?
While some critics believe her activism may overshadow her artistry, Davies' work has a unique synergy. Her stories aren't mere ideological vehicles, they are profound explorations of human resilience, painting vivid pictures of the struggles faced by marginalized communities.
In the future, how might her model of integrating activism with art influence new generations of writers? Industrialization has led to severe environmental issues affecting tribal lands, as described in Davies' narratives. How does she address these challenges in Pterodactyl?
In Pterodactyl, Davy portrays the destruction of natural habitats as a metaphor for cultural erosion. The Nageesha tribe faces displacement as forests are cleared for development, echoing broader themes of ecological and cultural degradation.
However, could Davies' emphasis on tribal harmony with nature be seen as an oversimplification, overlooking internal challenges within these communities?
While her portrayal may seem idealized, it's a deliberate narrative choice to challenge the dominant narrative of progress. Davies seeks to highlight the consequences of unrestrained development, advocating for a more sustainable and respectful approach to modernization.
As we move forward, how can these narratives shape policymaking to better protect indigenous rights and environments? The pterodactyl in Davies' story serves as a potent symbol. What does it represent in the context of the tribal experience?
The pterodactyl symbolizes the ancient, enduring spirit of the tribal people and their cultural heritage. Its presence is a haunting reminder of what modernity threatens to erase. For the Nageesha, it embodies both their past and their struggle for survival.
Yet, could such symbolism be misunderstood as a call to resist progress entirely?
Davies' intention isn't to resist progress but to question its costs. She urges us to reconcile development with cultural preservation, reminding us that true progress must respect and integrate diverse histories and identities.
Looking ahead, how can the symbolism of the pterodactyl encourage a rethinking of progress in a way that includes marginalized voices?